Good morning. We'll give everybody just another minute to see if we have anybody else joining, then we'll get started. Good morning. We'll go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I am Sunshine Beam. I'm the director for the Division of Family Resources here at the Indiana Family and Social Services Administration. And welcome to our Making Indiana Healthy Again Smart Snap webinar. Just to remind everybody how we got here, in April of 2025, Governor Mike Braun signed an executive order to ban sugary drinks and junk food from SNAP as part of his Make Indiana Healthy Again initiative. So this initiative coincides with the larger Make America Healthy Again movement. In May of 2025, Indiana was one of the first states to secure a USDA waiver prohibiting candy and soda purchases with SNAP. Since then, as of I think earlier this week, there are 17 other states for a total of 18 that have obtained similar waivers. Just to briefly go over the definitions again, we have the definitions of sugary drinks, non-alcoholic beverages that contain natural or artificial sweeteners. The term does not include beverages that contain milk or milk products, soy, rice, or similar milk substitutes, or are exclusively naturally sweetened using natural vegetable or fruit juice. We have candy defined as a preparation of sugar, honey, or other natural or artificial sweeteners in combination with chocolate, fruits, nuts, or other ingredients or flavorings in the form of bars, drops, or pieces. This term does not include any preparation requiring refrigeration. These are the definitions that are in the approved USDA waiver for items that the state of Indiana will be restricting from SNAP purchases. Just to provide a few updates on where we are, we're first going to talk about our identifying products.
Yes, good morning. I'm Dave Smollett. I just want to touch on some of these items listed here. Certainly, we worked through definitions as was just shown. And also, there's this mention here of GS1. I know we have mentioned GS1 in the past as using that as a baseline. What we've found, we think it's better for retailers to be able to make that choice of who they might want to use as a potential provider out there and the services that are available that provide a potential list of excluded Indiana items. So please keep in mind that there are other parties out there, other vendors out there that are available that retailers can feel free to use to get a list of the Indiana excluded items. At this time, we do not anticipate providing a list of or at least an all-inclusive list of items, since those items and new products are updated on a daily basis. So just wanted to give an update on what's available out there.
Thanks, Dave. For our focus for the month of January is really going to be on implementation. This is new for all of us. It's new for us, and it's new for all the retailers. So we are really going to spend the month of January and really however long it takes to focus on implementation. We have the self-attestation forms are complete, and they will be posted on the website today. We will send out an announcement once those are posted. They will be posted today, shortly after this meeting. We are aiming to have all of those returned as soon as you can, but January 31st will be our deadline. The retailer toolkit is available on the website. And then as far as continued communications, we'll continue to hold webinars like this as needed, but we will be, FSSA will be holding twice weekly office hours that will be available for all retailers twice a week, starting in January, Tuesday mornings and Thursday afternoons And for anybody who has any questions or, have a quick question or you just want to hear maybe what other retailers are asking about, we are going to make ourselves available to provide assistance during those times. And then the links to those meetings and the specific times will be sent out and then posted on the retailer website. We have communicated with all of our SNAP recipients. Notification and postcards have all gone out. We have posters in local offices. We have communicated with all of our outreach partners and anybody who can help us get the message out, so that we have the FSSA secretary recorded a public service announcement this week that will be going out. Various news articles have been out, so we are continuing that communication. Again, we have definitely resources available. There's a SNAP retailer website. We have the SNAP retailer email address that's available for questions. And then we will continue to have these follow-up meetings. But we just wanted to re-engage everyone today. And then if anybody has any questions right now, please use the Q&A feature and we will do our best to provide some answers. Pedialyte is still allowable. Gatorade is not. We are sports drinks are also part of the restricted items. And then gum is also a restricted item.
I'm just going to read. Okay, I'll just read them to you and you repeat them.
Okay. Gum and mints are both excluded.
Gatorade Zero.
Excluded. It is artificially sweetened. We will be seeking guidance from Food and Nutrition Service on that, since they're the ones requiring us to collect those forms, and they are the ones that authorize the retailer. So we will be working with FNS on a response to that question.
The fruit juice percentages that are allowed.
The percentage of fruit juice that is allowed. So it would have to be exclusively naturally sweetened using natural vegetable or fruit juice. So there's not a percentage in the definition. So it would have to be exclusively naturally sweetened.
Does the USDA plan to release additional details on the 90-day enforcement grace period?
It is our understanding, yes, that information for retailers should be coming any day now. I believe those have milk in them. We can definitely confirm for that, but I believe that those have milk in them. And if they have milk in them, then they would not be excluded.
How do we complete the self certification?
There'll be instructions on the form, but we just ask that you sign it and fill it out. And then there's an email address. You can either take a picture of it or scan it, however you need to. If you need to actually physically mail, please let us know and email the email address, and we will provide you with an actual physical address to mail it to.
What about bars of What about bars of chocolate for baking and marshmallow cream?
We'll have to get back with you on the marshmallow cream and the baking chocolate.
Is trail mix that includes chocolate chips excluded?
Oh, no, trail mix is allowable.
Will retailer be required to post signage at their store informing customers?
We can't really
Agreed.
require that, but I don't think we can require retailers to do that. I definitely think it would be a best practice, but I would recommend that retailers do that. But I do not believe it's a requirement.
Sweetened teas.
Sweetened teas would be excluded.
What about protein bars and breakfast bars?
It depends on whether or not they are taxable or made with flour. If you have any specific questions, definitely email us and we can assist better with some guidance on that. Gum and mints are restricted. The nuts and fruits covered in chocolate, I think we will have to get back to you on that one.
Can you please tell me again where to find a list of items?
We will not be, the state of Indiana will not be providing a list by UPC of things that are excluded. We are based on using the definitions. We know GS1 is a resource. There are also some other third-party vendors out there who are offering to assist with list development that retailers are free to use, but we will not be posting a list.
Will FSSA consider publicizing any of the tools that are available to support retailers in developing an exclusion list or prioritizing them based on performance or cost or other factors?
We can definitely consider that. I think, yeah, we can definitely consider that. But I think the performance or cost are things that we would not be able to probably comment on or, endorse a particular tool or anything like that. But we could potentially let individuals know what is out there.
What about chocolate bars and flavor flour, like a Kit Kat?
Those would be excluded.
Will you create a Q&A document or clearinghouse with answers?
Yes, of course. We will definitely do that. Yes, we can share the web address. Are the third-party vendors collaborating on these lists, or will they be releasing different lists that retailers can choose which to abide by? I cannot answer that. I don't know if the third-party vendors are collaborating with each other or if it's store specific. I do not know the answer to that. Can you repeat yourself? In regards to whether or not a retailer is required to post signage in their store, I would recommend it as a best practice. We would recommend it as a best practice, but I don't believe that we can require you to do that. But more of that information should be coming out we think in the FNS guidance for retailers, which should be coming out any day. So I think we will definitely collect these questions and document some answers and put them out on the website. Um, no, gum cannot be purchased with SNAP. Do we have any other specific names or companies you can reach out to other than GS1? There's GS1, there is Propel that we have spoken to, and then Soda Health we have also spoken to, and then FMI is also working on lists that we're aware of. There may be other ones. Um, So as far as enforcement and how violations will be identified, um, states are not involved in the enforcement and in the investigation of anybody not following the SNAP policies since we don't certify the retailers. FNS does that directly, USDA does that directly. So compliance guidance and enforcement will be forthcoming from them. And we expect that literally anytime now, they've told us. So we expect to have that sooner. I know there have been several questions about protein bars and cereal bars and things like that, and we will be providing additional guidance on that. Um, and we'll continue to answer questions about anybody that has specific items, and we'll be documenting those and putting those on the website there that's been provided in the chat. We're anticipating, as we've been verbally informed, that there will be a 90-day grace period. Will there be guidance on how retailers should handle discrepancies in purchases from different retailers? That is likely a question from USDA. Because like I said, we don't handle enforcement or certifying retailers, so that would be a question for USDA. Yep, understand that we're definitely getting down to the wire, and there's not. That is definitely being taken into consideration. That's why we'd like to spend the month of January focusing on implementation and how we can help in providing support. We do not have any surrounding states that are following these guidelines. Ohio, Kentucky, Illinois, they have not applied for any of these waivers. So I think we will write down and post answer. So just in case we miss some questions or anything, we'll definitely write all these questions down and post answers in the Q&A on the webpage. And then I thank everyone for joining. And like I said, we'll get that information. The self-attestation form will be out today. And then we will send out information and links to the office hours. The state will be available to answer questions. We'll get that all out today. Yeah, we don't know for sure about Ohio. I assume there would be an announcement once those, but I'm not aware of where Ohio is in their waiver submission. When will the recording later today? Or Yeah.
It'll be announced as soon as we.
okay. I've been told there will be an announcement once the recording is up and available for everyone. So okay, so we will document all these questions and maybe in the ones that we didn't get to, and we will post all those answers and get all this information out to everyone. Thank you so much for joining.